Hey y'all, we got the real kquick in the building. Man, nice to have you, man. How you doing?
I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed, and I'm glad and honored to be a part of this. I really appreciate you all for reaching out, having me on. Real talk. Thank you.
Man, you welcome, man. I just got some questions for you, man, for this about your Spit Your Game community, man. That's it,
Let's do
man.
it.
Uh First, man, where you from and where you currently located?
I'm from Maryland, man. DMV. I'm from Maryland, and I'm still in Maryland. I represent Prince George's County. That's where I reside. So Maryland all day.
That's what's up. We got Maryland in the building. How
Hmm.
long how long you been doing music?
Wow. Well, I'll say I've been a singer for as long as I can remember, but I actually started writing raps and writing music probably when I was about 7. I was about 7. I was very very early into the music because my family is musically inclined. My dad is a singer, you know, my uncles, all them, so it started very early for me. So on a for me, I've been singing as long as I can remember. Started writing at 7, but I started taking it serious. Like, this is what I want to do when I was about 10. Yeah, I was about 10 when I
Right.
was like, I'm an artist. you know.
Right. Hey, how you hear about the Spit Your Game contest sponsored by the legendary Bone Thugs and Harmony member Lazy Bone and his Eyes on the Prize duo partner HC the Chemist?
Well, Bone Thugs and Harmony are my favorite rappers. Anybody who listens to me, they can hear the elements that inspired me. And one of the bases of the style that I have and the style that I formulated and created to be my own is Bone Thugs and Harmony. So of course I'm gonna follow my idols. So initially, the first time I heard about the challenge was through Lazy Bone on his IG. So he announced it, and I was like, let's go. Just let's
Right.
go full throttle. I mean, um, it was the video they posted of him and HC going back and forth, explaining the rules and so on and so forth. And there was nothing that was going to prevent me from being a part of that challenge,
Right.
basically.
Hey, do you feel the artists in the community are competitive, or do you think they need to step their game up?
Well, of course, when it comes to things like this, it's always going to be competitive. Me, I'm a competitor. At the end of the day, I'm an MC, and I can have a battle rap background, so I'm competitive by nature. And that's hip hop. It's about competitiveness, and So as far as that, and Lazy said it best. A contest like this makes everybody sharpen their tools. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I came into this contest saying, I'm gonna win this. There's no way I'm not gonna win this because no matter who they put me against, they are not gonna rap better than me.
Right.
Period. Like that's how I genuinely feel. Like I want it that bad. Like nobody is gonna want this more than I do. I'm going to I'm going in this to rap. And the only thing anybody can do is not get killed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing they can do. That's the mind state I came into it with. You know, so and when you enter into these types of contests or competitions, especially one of this magnitude, you have to have that almost bloodthirsty mindset because at the end of the day, this is rap. This is about the skill, and that's right up my lane. That's mainly what it's all about. That's mainly what it's all about. And everybody was very, very formidable, but only only one or only one can come out on top, So I mean,
Right.
it's just like that.
I'm gonna ask you a sort of similar question. Uh, After seeing and hearing the other artists who join the
hmm
community
hmm
and hearing their talents,
Hmm.
What feelings did you get before you submitted your verse?
I didn't really get a chance to listen to anyone else until after my verse was submitted, because the main thing I focused on was doing everything I could do and I could do to kill the challenge, basically to complete the mission at hand. You feel me? That was my main focus. But once I did submit and I saw everyone else, I saw a whole lot of people who were talented, who were dope. You know what I mean? Who were definitely dope. And in my mind, I was in my mind, I was picking who was going to probably go on to the next round with me and so on and so forth. There was a lot of people who were dope. There was a lot of people who were dope, but at the same time, I
Right.
wanted it. It's about who wanted the most. It's about who wanted the most. You feel me? And who was gonna go that extra mile for it. I'm not saying they didn't do it. I'm not saying they didn't do it, but because everybody who joined in and put their bid in has my utmost respect to jump in the ring like that. Everybody has my utmost respect. Everybody who made it to the top 16, top 8, top 4, top 2, you got there for a reason. You know, you got there for a reason. But I had in my mind who was gonna win.
But take this shit.
It was not a second thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all about the mind state at the end of the day.
Did you give it your all when you did your verse?
Of course, I give it my all with everything I do. I give it my all with every single thing that I do. You know what I mean? I made sure that I had to do something that was going to set me apart from everybody else. You know, I knew with each time, both times, I had to do something and approach this in a way I know no one else is going to approach it. I mean, because um, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Spit Your Game, y'all laid the opportunity out there for us. It's at the end of the day, is what we do with it. We pick it up, we got to run with that. So where are you going to run to?
Period.
So I decided to go to the end zone. You know, so I just had to do what I know was going to set me apart from everyone else, and that is be kquick.
Right.
It
How did you feel about the support you got from the Spit Your Game community?
was extremely humbling. You know, it was extremely humbling for real. It was dope to see how everybody supported each other, even in competition. You know, we showed each other love because at the end of the day, even though we were competing, we respected each other's art and respected each other's craft. Like I said, the fact that anybody had the confidence to even jump in that water with
Right.
elite people who want what you want, that is respectable in itself. And the fact that when if I'm speaking just off of my experience personally, the respect and support that I garnered from everybody, whether it was other artists, whether it was the fans, the supporters, whether it was my supporters, um, my fan base who came over and showed their support, it was the most humbling thing in the world, because stuff like that never gets old to me, because for one, I'm not a cocky dude. I'm aware, I'm confident, I know I'm aware of what I'm of my ability. But anybody who knows me knows I'm probably the most humble individual you can run into, and stuff like that really brings the humility out of a person. You know, whether it's happening to me, whether I see people showing love to others. It's a very the Spit Your Game community, as we call it now, that is developed now, is a very welcoming community. Anybody who wants to even jump in to get something off of their chest or try their hand, everybody is welcoming with open arms. You know, the support is through the roof. And
Right.
I mean, so there is nobody can ask for anything better than that. You know what I mean? So shouts out to all the supporters, my new supporters that, you know, that became of this. Everybody, all the artists, everybody who supports the Spit Your Game movement, and of course, much love to Bone Thugs of Harmony, Lazy Bone, HC the Chemist, everybody involved for putting this together, because it's definitely it's definitely something special. It's definitely something special, and I'm definitely blessed to be a part of it. I'm definitely blessed to be a part of it.
Man, we glad to have you too, man.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
appreciate you.
I know you done enter multiple contests.
Yeah, I have.
You hit the top, the Sweet 16, top 8, and the top 4,
mm,
and the top 2
yes.
twice.
Yeah, and yeah, and it's
And
go ahead, brother. Sorry.
with the thugging contest, you
Mm,
know, it was you and Raiden Rush. Y'all was the top 2, man. How did you feel about that? You know, Raiden
that
Rush.
was dope. Yeah, I thought it was dope because, for one, I know who Raiden Rush is. Like, everybody who is a Bone fan knows who Raiden Rush is. He's already locked in with Bone, especially Flesh and Bone. You get what I mean? So the fact that I ran through the competition and locked up with him in the end, and ended up being the victor of the, because when I saw that post made by Lazy Bone and Spit Your Game announcing me as the winner, that was crazy, because not only just because of the utmost respect I have for Raiden Rush, shout out to Raiden Rush, is if I'm going into my mind state, I'm thinking it's an uphill battle, because the Bone community already knows who he is. You get what I mean? And
Right.
to them, even though I have the following I have, to that intermediate community, he has the name, because he's Raiden Rush, and he's already done work with Bone, and he's established within the Bone community already. So it felt like, to me, and this is my mind state, I'm like, all right, I'm in the top 2. This is gonna be a fight right here. And Raiden is nice. You feel me? And that got my adrenaline pumping. That made me push it out even more and more. And the fact that I gained the new fans I gained, who were comparing us and so on and so forth, and it humbled me even more, because of how many of my supporters came out of nowhere and out the woodwork. And it was just amazing. It was amazing to be in that final 2 with him. I think that was I couldn't have thought of a better final 2, especially for the first go around for the Spit Your Game
Right.
platform. That right there was a pivotal moment in this whole thing, in my opinion. And the fact that we both ended up, making the cut to be on the remix to Thuggin' was just the icing on the cake, because to me, we both deserved that spot. Even though at the end of the day, only one winner was announced, we both deserved to be on that record. And I'm glad we did, because that record came out that much more fire with both of our elements involved in that. So everything played out exactly how it was supposed to play out. Us making it to the final 2, setting the tone for this whole platform, and we all got to make a fire record together. So it couldn't have been any better than that. I mean, what more can you ask for, right?
Right. And then the Heated Heavy, man. You was up against Reckless Anxiety for the top 2 on that one.
That one was very sentimental to me, because, for one, Crazy Bone's my favorite rapper, and Heated Heavy is like my favorite Crazy Bone song. That song, and I tell everybody, and I've said this before in several other interviews, that song right there helped me develop, my style. I was like 10, 11 years old reciting that song word for word. So
Right.
the fact that was implemented in competition form, you think I'm turning this down? You think I'm turning that down? Oh no, I'm going ballistic, dog.
Right.
Like just for the heck of it, I got to rap to this beat. I have to. There's no
Yeah.
way I'm not going. There's no way I'm not going to rap on that instrumental. So that was a blessing in itself, just off of the sheer fact that I could lay a verse to a beat that I used that I freestyle to coming up, to sharpen my skills and all that kind of good stuff. Whether it was reciting that song along with Crazy, or rapping over him, like freestyling my own stuff. You feel what I mean?
Right.
So it's like that. I had to fulfill that for me. I had to do that verse for me. And the fact that it went through, once again, went through the entire competition and got down to Reckless Anxiety. And shouts out to Reckless Anxiety from the UK. He had a very, very, very dope verse too. And he had a very dope verse too. He deserved to be in that final two with me. But, and like I said, the mind state I had when I got on that beat, everything is getting demolished. You feel what I mean? No breathing room. So, and that's exactly what I did. I just hit the gas and didn't let off. So that's just what it is.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody in the community that you would be willing to work with?
Of course, definitely. I think me and Raiden Rush need to run one back again, because I think me and him was sound fire on something. And of course, Reckless Anxiety, he definitely has my utmost respect, and homeboy is nice. I wouldn't mind locking in on something with him. You feel me? As far as collaborations go, I'm open to working with pretty much anybody. I'm a businessman. I'm an artist that loves creating dope art with dope people. You feel what I mean? I'm open to working with anybody, but off the top of my head, definitely those two. Definitely those two. I mean, because hey, we fought it out to the end. We fought it out to the end, all the way down to the final two. So off the top of my head, I mean, they're like at the front of the list. And anybody else who's willing to work, hey, let's work. Let's do business, man. Let's get it popping.
Right. Are you looking forward to entering more upcoming contests?
Of course, because like it's fun. I love making music. I love to rap, So I mean, why not? If it's conducive to what I have going on, of course I'm going to do it. Because for one, not only did I want the ending result of the contest, it's simply just due to the sheer fact I love the art of lyricism. I love to rap. I love to make music, and the fact that I'm doing it to the point where I'm now connected, to my idols and so on and so forth. What kind of fire you think that lit under me?
So you are this new one that they got going on right now?
I might say, see, I just might have to, yo. I just might have to. You never know. Okay, you might turn on your timeline there, and you might see kquick. You probably gonna see kquick body and something else. You never know. You see what I'm saying? I mean, because shouts out to because winning the Spit Your Game 2 times, 2-time winner, and plus shouts out to Flesh and Bone. He recently had a contest, and I won that as well. I was one of the winners on that as well. So it's definitely just a blessing just to not only just showcase your talent, just to do it for your idols as well. And now that I get the opportunity to work with them, man, this is why this is where the humility comes in. This is where the humility comes in. And once again, I'm very thankful for Spit Your Game for providing independent artists a platform to be connected with legends. And God bless you all over there for that.
Right, man. Thanks, man. God bless you too.
Thank
Um,
you.
where can people find you at on social media?
Well, of course, you can follow me at the real kquick. That's the real kquick. So TheRealKquick, and that's basically my handle on everything. Or you can hit up my website, and you can find all my social media, latest news, music videos there, and which is iamkquick.com. That's iamk-quick.com. And look out for me, my team, my label, Beats, Bars, and Faith ENT. We got a whole lot in the works right now, and make sure y'all get that new single "Go Off." That's out right now, man. And a lot of things are in the works. Obviously, if you guys been keeping up Spit Your Game if community, y'all see what's going on. I mean, there's a lot of things we got cooking up here, and I'm just thankful for everything, and I'm very, very excited for what the future holds for us, all of us, that is. So God bless.
Right. Hey, I got a couple more questions for you before we wrap this up, man. I don't want to
Let's
hold you
go.
longer.
Let's go.
Have you had a chance to check out the Lazy Bone and HC the Chemist Eyes on the Prize album?
Of course, yo. Of course, that's why when the thugging contest came afoot, that's when I jumped on it, because like that's one of my favorite instrumentals on the album. That's one of my favorite instrumentals on the album. So, and favorite songs, of course. So of course I checked out the album. It's a very, very dope project. It's on repeat in my playlist repeatedly. you know
Right.
and of course, so like for real, anything that Bone has their hands on, I support. I always support them, because they set the table for people like me. They set the table for me to do what I do, and I already know anything they put out is going to be more than worth my time to check out. So when as soon as that Eyes on the Prize dropped, man, play that joint. That project is nasty, man. It's raw as heck. So if y'all have not, anybody out there who has not heard the project, you are sleeping tremendously. Wake up. Get that joint.
Right. Hey, last question, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, man, before we wrap this up?
Well, yes, indeed, man. First and foremost, praise to the Most High. He had everything goes to Him first. I want to shouts out to my family. My family, my supporters, my fiance, of course. Shouts out to all of my supporters. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all so much. And last but not least, I gotta give a shout out. Well, not last. So, firstly, shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, HC the Chemist, and overall everybody as a whole at Spit Your Game. Shouts out to all of you all. Shouts out. I'm forever grateful, forever thankful. Thank you all.
All right, thanks, man. Man, it was nice having you, man. We're gonna do some interviews with you, man, just to check up
Let's
on
do
you,
it.
man. But yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm always down, man. Anytime y'all over there, anytime y'all need me for anything, man, I'm only a message away. So it's
Man,
all love. It's all love, bro.
go check out that new challenge. Them boys over there, man. They over there killing shit, man.
You already. Oh yeah, you already know. I got my eye out there. I got you. I mean, see, bro, this is where I am right now. You know, this is where I am right now. I'm always in here working. So and I feel like rapping tonight. So we don't know. So we don't know what I might lay down, and it might be that challenge.
I got you, bro, man. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for stopping through, man. We glad to have you in the building, man.
Mm.
And,
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you
man,
so
we
much.
appreciate you for even doing it, man.
Thank you. Thank you. God
All
bless.
right. God bless, man.
Mm.